From the mind of Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov.
So this is the U87 AI model on the Sphere LX. And this is the same U87 AI model on the Sphere DLX. And the DLX and the Townsend Sphere L22 are the same exact microphone. The only thing that's changed is the pad switch, but exact same microphone. And the LX represents, I think, the evolution of the Sphere. It is a cheaper model, but I do like the fact that they have changed the form factor. We've talked about this. So again, this is a drier, tighter sound overall. Then this is. You can hear more of a room ambience, more of a really, it may feel larger, but I also feel like there's a resonance going on in here. You know what, but I think the proof is in the pudding, so let's get some pudding. All right, so here's some copy. Are you having trouble dying of poison mushrooms? 9 out of 10 victims would be alive today if they just didn't eat the poison mushrooms. Try to eat only the safe ones instead. Don't let a poison mushroom be the moral of your story. I know, bad pun. Are you having trouble dying of poison mushrooms? 9 out of 10 victims would be alive today if they just didn't eat the poison mushrooms. Try to eat only the safe ones instead. Don't let a poison mushroom be the moral of your story. So again, I feel like you're hearing a resonance here, and I think Mark Vio has it nailed. The resonance here, I think, is counterproductive to a good voiceover tone, at least in this booth. Now, your results may vary depending upon your space, but I think for me in this space, this tighter sound reflects a better overall voiceover tone, especially for this particular microphone. Then here, and you can really hear the resonance. I'm trying to, right there. Feel how much drier that is? Right? So you can hear a resonance in there that I think is, you're fighting against that. And that's never a good thing. So this is the U87 AI model. We'll listen to another model later on. But first this. So huge thanks to Red Games, the makers of Crayola Create and Play, for sending over some cool swag, including this amazing Crayola Create and Play t-shirt. I love it! So I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to try the Crayola Create and Play voice on the Sphere LX, because I contend that the Sphere LX is a voice actor's dream mic. So,
is everybody ready? Yeah, with Crayola Create and Play, we're gonna have so much fun today!
I love this.
Yeah, it's fun for kids of all ages. Today we're gonna draw a dinosaur, and then we're gonna go into space and have a party. And then we'll ride Rainbow Rush.
This works great. I really, really love this. So you're listening to the Bronner VM1 model combined with the TLM103 model, which, of course, I have to say that when you buy the Sphere LX, the Bronner VM1 is not included, but you can get it if you buy the Putnam Way or the Ocean Way plug-in packages. So you get those additional mics with Putnam or Ocean Way, and that opens up all 38 core Sphere mics. So with the LX, you only get 20, but you get 20 amazing ones. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to do the same voice. I'm going to do the Create and Play voice with just some of the mics that you get with the LX, some of the great mics, including the classics like this one, the U87 AI.
Yeah, with Crayola Create and Play, have fun today. With you and your friends, you can do anything.
So the 87 AI used to be my go-to with Crayola Create and Play. So I used to do all my Create and Play voices on the Sphere 87 AI. And I really like it a lot, so
yeah, get a 7-day free trial at CrayolaCreateandPlay.com.
So it sounds amazing. 87 vintage?
With Crayola Create and Play, you're gonna have the best time ever.
So, and even with the TLM103, so this is just the TLM103 model on its own, which you get with the Sphere. So,
we're gonna have the best time ever. We're gonna have the best time ever.
So I popped the mic a little bit. I'm too enthusiastic. One of the things you have to do with the Crayola voice, you gotta really pop your eyes out a little bit.
Like, yeah, we're gonna have the best time ever.
I love it.
Yeah, with Crayola Create and Play. Crayola Create and Play.
So yeah, So if you're wondering, does the Sphere LX, does it Crayola? Heck yes, it does. It totally Crayolas. So I really like this mic. I love this t-shirt. So this is an awesome day with
Crayola, create and play.
All right, little mood lighting, gonna work on this voice right here on the Sphere LX. Gotta get it done right now. All right, so one thing I like about this microphone is it really, really does well. Whatever your voice is, whatever voice you throw at this, you sound great. That's what I love about this mic. This mic just tells your story for you. Just picks up every nuance right there in your voice. Yeah. All right, gonna work on this character voice a little bit more. Gonna go right down there. I'm gonna tell them all about it. And they're gonna look at me right in the eye and they're gonna say, what the hell are you talking about? All right. I gotta tell you, the Sphere LX, this Bronner, and the TLM 103. Damn. That's some good stuff, man. All right. Get it done. Get it done right now. All right. I gotta get the right amount of air in there. Right amount of air and croak. Air. Yeah, air and croak. Air and croak. Air and croak. Together again this fall on the Hunting Channel. Air and Croak. That's my DJ name. Air and Croak in the afternoons on K-Croc. Jacksonville's greatest hits. All right. 1, 2. All right. No, wrong voice. All right. Yeah, Air and Croak. All right, get back in there. All right. What about a little lower? The one down here? Want down here? Nope. Don't want it down here. Want right here. I like it with a little bit more air. More air than croak. Right there. 'Cause it just sounds like I've been around. And I've done stuff. I wrestled a gator once. And you know what happened? We had babies. No, we did not. Yeah, he ate my foot. Still sore about it. All right. I think I'm gonna table this for right now. But Aaron Croak. Right here. All right. Later. The Microphone Assassin Dieselpunk Mic Collection Series 1 is available now at the Etsy store, cultofvoiceover.etsy.com. And what I did was I wanted to create some artwork for my own studio for around here. And I was like, you know what? Why don't I share this? I like this. This is pretty cool. I think some people might want to hang this in their studio too. Because I think voiceover is a lifestyle. You really have to dedicate yourself to it fully in order to get out of it what you put into it. This shirt, may the voice be with you, available at thecultofvoiceover.etsy.com. So right now you're listening to the U47 model, the LD47K, the stock U47 that you get with the Sphere, that you get both with the LX and the DLX. And I think this is one particular model where you are actually, I kind of think it's a little bit better with the DLX, with this larger head basket, because I think the larger head basket is more appropriate to getting the proper acoustics for a U47. But that being said, I mean, you're still hearing that resonance in there. So you're getting a U47 tonality. But I think the way this resonates in the head basket may be a little bit more authentic to U47 capture. And that's actually a huge consideration here, because I know a lot of people like to talk about, well, does it sound like the real thing? And truth be told, I mean, so, all right. So my good friend Blake Morgan, he works a lot with a lot of some big people. Terry Manning, who of course, ZZ Top, Led Zeppelin, et cetera, et cetera. Phil Niccolo. You were talking about Lauryn Hill, John Lennon. I mean, Grammy award-winning multi-platinum guys. And the one thing that they both say, they both ask, because Blake has showed them like my microphones, and the question is never like, oh, does it sound like the real thing? This is what the pros ask. The only thing they ask is, does it sound good? That's what independently both of them asked. Right? So, I mean, that's the thing. It's like when you're at that level, right? You're not worried about the name on the microphone. You're worried about the way your product is going to sound. So how does it sound is really the only consideration that should matter to you. Anything else other than that, if you're worried about, it doesn't have the right badge on it, that's vanity, all right? Plain and simple, that's vanity. Now, it's one thing if you need to impress a client, if you have a facility and you need to impress your clients who mostly probably don't know jack about anything other than a few brand names. But again, if you're working independently in a box like this, it just matters how you sound. So again, this is the 47. And so what do you think? Do you like the more ambient sound on the 47 here than you do here? Now let's switch to the 49. Now everybody is so gung-ho about a 49 lately because of the Neumann M49V release. And quite honestly, I'm not a fan of the 49. The 49 has a larger head basket, but it's a tapered, chiseled head basket. And that tapered, chiseled head basket is going to handle resonances differently because the way, you don't have the same distance between the two, between all parts of the basket. So like that, you're changing the way the standing waves bounce around. So anyway, so this is the 49. And overall, again, I think you're hearing the same kind of resonance here. But over here, you're not hearing it. And I'm starting to wonder, it actually just occurred to me, you know how some people, they say that they can't hear the difference between mic models on the Sphere. And I understand that because, I think to a lot of people, especially if you're not fully immersed in microphones, in the minutia of microphones, I think a lot of it can all start to sound the same because you're really just focusing on the sound of the source and not so much the sound of the microphone. But I'm starting to wonder if the fact that there is this resonance going on in the head basket here, I'm wondering if people are hearing a lot more of the resonance, if the resonance signature is the same, right, for every model, which it should be because that's the one thing that's not changing, the physicality of the head basket. So are people keying on a certain resonance that they're hearing and thinking that they sound the same? I don't know. What do you think? Nation, tell me what you think. All right. What else? Oh yeah, one last thing. So there is going to be a Discord server. So again, Mark VO, he suggested a Discord server for the group. And I thought, you know what? I don't know if I have the bandwidth to curate something like that on top of everything else that I have going on. But it really occurred to me that I think it's really important that the people in this community, and again, I'm going to call it a community. Assassin Nation is a community of voiceover artists and people who love recording their voice and people who love microphones and people who love the process of doing it. I would love to have these conversations that happen on the YouTube, in the YouTube comments. I would love to have them extend into a format where people are conversing with each other and not just with me. Real quick, I'm going to switch to the U87 Vintage. All right, hold on. So this is the U87 Vintage on the DLX. And here it is on the LX. And again, drier sound, not the same resonance in there. But yeah, I want the Discord server. I want people to communicate with each other because there are a lot of really cool people in this group. And a lot of people who are giving great feedback to me, but I think that we could all give great feedback to each other. I think if we kind of make the circle so that people, it's easier for people to have conversations with each other, We can do that on Discord. So check the show notes for the link to the Discord server, and this is probably going to be a complete. This is going to be maybe a little bit of a disaster at first until everything normalizes, but I'm hoping that in the long term, this Discord server will serve us well in terms of really getting ideas out and across and talking about stuff. So check it out, Discord server link down there. Check out the cultofvoiceover.etsy.com and let me know what you think about the Townsend/UA Sphere LX L22 DLX, that whole thing. So again, this is the U87 Vintage on the DLX. So, are you having trouble dying of poison mushrooms? 9 out of 10 victims would be alive today if they just didn't eat the poison mushrooms. Try to eat only the safe ones instead. Don't let a poison mushroom be the moral of your story. Are you having trouble dying of poison mushrooms? 9 out of 10 victims would be alive today if they just didn't eat the poison mushrooms. Try to only eat the safe ones instead. Don't let a poison mushroom be the moral of your story. I know, it's silly. So yeah, don't eat poison mushrooms. Comment on the show. Check out all the links. And have a great week. So we'll be talking more about the Sphere. And you know what's coming up next week for sure? Ocean Way and Putnam. We're going to hear the differences between those two collections on these two mics next week. All right. Until next time, this is Mark Yoshimoto Nemcoff. Fading to black.